Welcome in, everybody. Welcome on in. We're gonna be playing some more Conquests of the Longbow, Legend of Robin Hood today. I start my timer properly this time. When we last left off, I had basically murderized a monk. Had to get through a riddle based off of gemstones, and I had to we managed to find this scroll here. It is a scroll I took from the scribe's room. I opened the hand scroll. It's the outline of a hand. What's that hand scroll? Alright, so is the scribe's desk is a sturdy chest. Invaluable to me here. How about the chest? Is there anything in the chest? Locked. If you want to find out what happened in the last episode, you'll have to go watch the last episode to see what happened. Let's head over here, see what happens. Books are in this refectory. I don't recognize you. Who are you? I am, Brother Eustace. What do you do here, Brother Eustace? I've joined your order so that I may serve Prince John as he deserves. Then you are welcome, Brother Eustace, if you can fight. He's not one of us that wasn't a soldier before we donned the black robes. There are those with good cause to fear the skill of my arm, your worship, or I will not be wearing this robe. Good, but to put it to the test soon. You sworn to obey the vows of our order? Oh, I've made many a solemn oath, never fear. Have a care, Brother Eustace. Your tongue is a mite slippery for a man who has sworn humility and obedience. Please pardon me, your worship. Very well, but we are strict here. Any infraction is punished with lashings. Remember that. Romans who built this fortress must have left behind an effigy of a Norman knight. It was old and much used, probably left behind by the Normans. The way is open, but I can see a little in the darkness beyond it. They look the same with the hood over their heads. Sounds better than talk, brother. Friar is within, surrounded by torture devices, with his unfortunate victim strung upon one of them. Answer me. Speak, or I'll put weights on your feet and rip your arms from their sockets. Ha! I tell you, Brother Eustace, I've never seen a more stubborn, stupid creature than this miserable dwarf. Ah, he does look miserable. I've wasted enough time here. Here to stand guard and increase his pain in any way you can. He's ready to talk. Send for me. I'll be in the scribe's room. This is overrun with rats. Like the water for reviving tortured prisoners. It's from the thin slimes think the walls. There ain't such a thing, but I can guess that is called physical torment. He is vice known as the strapado. The blessed lady, what terrible pain must be suffering. Ropes. The struck Puddle designed to slowly tear victims' limbs from their sockets by the weight of his own body. Ropes to the torpedoes. Boom, 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 boom. Dwarf is in too much agony to speak. You set me free, but the prior bade you reveal his black soul, and no servant of his. Such kindness makes you a giant among men, and men are giants indeed when I am amongst them. How can you jest when you still shake with pain? But I am Folk the Jester, don't you know? Court Jester to God save him, Richard, Cora D. Lion. What, you're King Richard's own jester? Then our king is free? I will never betray my beloved master. Though if this is some filthy trick to my trust, hey, listen well. I will place my life in your hands to show my good faith. I am no monk. I am Robin Hood. Oh, sorry. Should that mean something? Only that I'm the most hunted outlaw in all England. You have but to whisper my name to these monks and I am a dead man. Pray pardon me. I've been on the Crusades with Blessed Mary protecting a beloved king for many years. Alas! Is still a prisoner in Europe. How came you here? My master sent me ahead of him, so I escaped Leopold's ambush, but upon reaching England, I fell into Prince John's hands. May he suffocate and awful. He turned me over to these monks, who seem to know you well enough. I swear by the Virgin Mary I'm not one of them. Fire swears by the Holy Three, yet he tortures me. How would you have me prove myself, Bulk? Why should you want to? As I love my king, I swear I will not leave here unless I take his devoted servant with me. I will not leave here without my verses. Beg your pardon? They are written upon a ragged bit of scroll wrapped around a wooden cylinder. Prior, may the devil feed him dung for eternity, has taken them. Prior seeks to decode the secrets of my verses, but he must not, or I will have failed the trust my king placed in me. Return my scroll to me, and I'll never doubt you again. Just go inside. This is a room set aside for study. Whereas engrossed in studying a small scroll. Pardon me. Brother Ustus, has the pungeon broken? Have you loosened his half-wit tongue? Nay, your grace. And what are you doing here? One of your more trusted brothers arrived to take my place and bade me tell you he'd break the door for you soon enough. Which brother dared to countermand my order to you? Forgive me, your worship. His name has clear fled my poor brain. 'Tis a poor brain indeed, a bacon brain more full of fat than sense. Do what you will for now. I'll deal with your punishment and his later. How about this for punishment? Allow me to refill your goblet, your worship. You stupid, clumsy, worthless... Clean up this mess. I'm going to my tower to wash out my robe. Aye, clumsy as a fox, your worship. Good thing I was careful to knock over the goblet in such a way that the scroll wasn't damaged. Let his worship clean it up himself. The scroll, folks. Scroll bits of doggerel. Trees argued amongst themselves to decide who was first among trees. In Latin they spoke. Spirits waged battle with me, said Tenin. Music hides within me, said Ruus. I do not sleep in winter, said Alim. I'm tall and straight, said Neon. Said Sail, harp sang to me in Babylon. Bjorn said, my power increases beneath water. Idho cried, the power of the bow sleeps with me. I strangle even the strongest, Gort said. Atot said, much is made of me. The trees argue, but the key is this. Every tree is first among trees, and first they are in order spoken. Okay. Focus to him here as I left him. Now, can I give him a farthing? I will take nothing from you but my scroll. Bless you, hooded Robin Hood. Sorry. No matter, we must return and wish to escape. There is a way, a secret way. Follow me. Months brought me in this way. It looks like a saw wall, but pressed here and it opens. Follow me. Please let's go at once. As soon as they discover I'm gone, they'll come looking for us. You're too kind, thank you, but please let us leave here. For a month in that gargoyle. The malicious looking gargoyle this is. Malicious looking gargoyle, kind of look on that gargoyle. Hungry look. This gargoyle was spoken by someone with a sense of humor. Gargoyle's tongue is beyond my reach. The trouble is when they have enough pull upon it. It may have shifted slightly at my touch, but it may have been a trick of the water. Virgin did by my fingertips, I must now feel what to move at my touch. The awful, hungry, and foolish. Now I finally means loosen the bull's tongue. This is an coward to raise the gate.
Are you kidding me?
I did that before. Why did it not work? You've done it for free. Shh, listen. I've discovered our escape. Thank the Blessed Lady, the fog is so thick on these waters, he'll hide us until we reach the shore. I did that before. Why didn't that work? My poor words of gratitude could never express what is in my heart. Let me give you two parting gifts to show my sincerity. Take these ragged verses of mine. They hold secrets within secrets, treasures within treasures. Open the end of the wooden cylinder and tap gently into your hand what is hidden within. By the Virgin, a magnificent ring of lapis lazuli set in silver. No ordinary ring either. My master, God save the king, saved the life of a magician during the siege of Jerusalem. The magician gave him two magic rings, the ring that commands fire and the ring that commands water. The abbot of Nottingham, may his brain be infested with leprous maggots, has taken the ring that commands fire for himself. Whosoever wears that ring cannot be harmed by fire, however hot. What you hold in your hand is the ring that commands water. In truth, it commands elemental spirits or other such beings that live in watery places rather than commanding the water itself. I bid you to keep it safe until my master can come calling for it himself. And I charge you, if ever you can deprive that fat, scabrous abbot of the fire ring, you'll be doing your king a noble service. I give you my word to put my wits to it. If it can be done, I will find the way. And I commend to you these bits of tomfoolery that I call verse. Within them you'll find the key. You unlock the ring of fire. I forgot to get him his coin. Farewell then, I'm off to find Queen Eleanor and serve her until my master, bless him, is returned to us. Farewell, folk. We shall meet again if God wills. I forgot to give him his money. I hurried back to camp as quickly as I could, arriving shortly after dusk to find them anxiously awaiting my return. Would that this ring folk gave you could make you invisible, then you could walk into Nottingham Castle and free the widow's sons. If you think I acted wrongly... Nay, Robin, it was as clever a trick as you've ever pulled. And freeing the king's own jester was a fine deed. But Hobgoblin Dickon will hang as soon as the sheriff pleases. Tomorrow may be our last chance to rescue them. Then let us sleep now. We'll need all our strength and cunning to save those men. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload this game right here. I'm going to give him coinage. Alright, now we will save this and see if we can't remove that one. With that one, I just want to keep it to one save game. This is the Black Robe of the Fens Monk. There's a lily set in the ring of silver. You're looking thoughtful. Will said he's just gotten word that Hob and Dickon will hang at sunset today. Hob and me grew up together. He's like one of my own brothers. Much, I swear I'll do all I can to save them. Much to Miller's son is second strength over Will. I think the poor Will die if she loses all her sons. Alright. The monk from the St. Mary's in Nottingham. Don't interrupt him. Top of the day to you, brother. Thank you. Do you want something? What brings you along Watling Street? I'm not really supposed to discuss it with strangers, but no one would miss you for quite some time if you didn't return. Oh, mercy, don't hurt me. Why, I've done nothing but talk to you. There's no need to panic. Yeah. He's as fat and soft as most of these monks are from St. Mary's Abbey. They lead too pampered a life. You wouldn't harm a man of cloth, would you, sir? And how is it that a man of the cloth requires so much cloth to cover his enormous belly? What of those who go hungry while you eat well? And those who are forced to toil upon the abbot's grandiose abbey under threat of excommunication. You really have to, take that up with his grace. What a useless bloody conversation this is. You're right. May I go now? I'll think about it. We're gonna save this. Don't hurt me, I beg you, don't hurt me! Don't be a fool, I scarcely touched you. You're the spine of an earthworm. I've nothing to please an outlaw. Neither gold nor silver, have mercy! Come now, there's no need for such fear. If there isn't, I might go my way. Nay, you have something I desire greatly. Your robe. What? Is that the problem? Oh nay, whatever you want, the robe is yours, if you'll just spare me. That's better. A visit to my camp will refresh you. You can learn the value of good, honest labor. Have mercy! Have mercy, oh good friar. How can you consort with these thieves and rogues? Take me to town, the abbot will reward you well. Keep chopping, or I'll reward you with the flat of my blade again. Robin, why? You make a fine figure of a monk in that robe. Bless you, my son. Take good care of our guest. I'm off to Watling Street. When he's finished with this, I'll take him out to gather more firewood to chop. He'll know the true meaning of honest work when I'm done with him. Have mercy! Okay, that was hilarious. Over here. Alright. Alright, so this part of the game, things can get a bit dicey. So we're going to do this in order, and I have to follow the walkthrough, because if I don't, the kids might die. And I don't want them to get killed, so... Good day, brother. Remember to bar the door once you're inside. Of course, brother. You see the refrigerator in the abbey is within, at the far end of the room. The laundry room within. Very freshly washed robes and sash belts have been hung to dry. The tub is filled with dirty water and half-done laundry. Those hold dyed wool ready to be made into more robes. There's a bucket and some rags lying on the table. Those hold dyed wool ready to be turned into robes. Which I entered. Good, they're mostly dry. Nothing worse to corrode than wet wool. A ceramic jug will contain the brown dye they use on these robes. I think someone would see right through my disguise, but I guess it's the road that makes the man. I expect puddles in the laundry room. Alright, so... Okay. So we don't want to go here. Door is locked. Burning and blood-splattered room has been set aside for the practice of self-flagellation. These monks don't lead such a hard life with quarters like these, but they've nothing I want. There is an Easter egg, we just have to find it. In this cell, a monk is counting a number of angels dancing upon the head of a pin. Larry? Pratty? What are you doing here? No, this isn't Nottingham's swinging singles health spa. Leisure Suit Larry. Is there any more Easter eggs for us to see? Let's take a look what's in here. Under me lies the chapel, behind me the unfinished nave. This magnificent, gilded, and bejeweled reliquary holds a sliver of the true cross, which legend says was brought back from Jerusalem by King Arthur. It was laid upon the altar. It may be confirmed, but he has helped to rebuild a magnificent chapel. Most beautiful colors and light uplifts my soul. They look fat and ugly to me. Place outside the abbey. Alright, so this is going to require us to follow the walkthrough very closely because of the way that this maze works. So we want to go that way. That way. Now we're gonna head back out. Have to use the arrow keys to take me through here. There is no sound here. All right. Going through there. Let's take a look at the door. The maze has brought me out into the witch's court, entirely enclosed by the stone wall with two large wooden gates set in the northern wall. They're closed now, but when open, they would allow a large crowd of spectators to enter. 3 iron rings are set into the walls, probably to disguise the fact that one of them provides a handle to open the hidden door. The abbot had this thing built, a stake within a small pyre. Twice he has burned old women he accused of being witches, a vile foreign notion that causes great unease among the townsfolk. A wager he keeps this court locked so that people do not sneak in here and destroy this thing. The spectator stand curses black heart. Dawn provides shade for the spectator stand. The door must be inscribed for the abbot should he ever need it. Alright. Yep, we're gonna save the game. You never know when you might need to reload. First reading the abbot is within at the far end of the room. It's been filled with monks. I believe I'll avoid this room. Large richly woven tapestry covers nearly the entire back wall. Tables are built of fine oak. Clearly, 'tis a fireplace. There's a well-made master table. The abbot is completely absorbed over a small wooden box. Seems to be doing something to the lid. There's a cup. Small cat. He has a small cat from which to fill his mug. That would serve no purpose. What is this? Extraordinarily thick and heavy. Arthur, look, it's Camelot. No, wait. Oh, let's not go there. It's such a silly place. Lancelot, well, it's only a model. Arthur, who said that? You're not even in this tapestry. That be of service to you, your grace? Aye, that you can, brother. This bloody puzzle box is driving me mad. I'm down to my last mug of ale. Run over to the pub and get me more of his most potent brew. Forgive my ignorance, but why don't you simply break open the box? Because it's too well made, that's why. Besides, it's supposedly to contain a magic ring, a perfect ruby set in flames made of gold. I'll not take any chances on damaging it. Not that it's any of your business, be on your way. Shall I take the empty cask with me, your grace? Why, who cares? For what that innkeeper returns me, you can afford to lose a few casks. Make sure you bring back this best ale, none of that poisonous, scrumpy cider stuff. Pardon me, but how should I pay for it? Notice you have your purse. Enough addle-pated questions. He'll bill me as he always does, and I'll be off with you. Notice how that chair looks different? That would be why. We'll find out that later. Alright. Let's save here. Want to just double check what we're doing. Alright, so we are going here. Oh my goodness. I hope we don't have to leave here through the normal way because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass. Poor old fellow looks as though he's had a hard life and seeks to forget it with a jug or two of nut brown ale. Stern face and gruff manner. Bucket the soldiers in the castle used to buy ale. You don't look familiar. Must be new to the order. Aye, that I am. Would your hospitality to a newcomer extend to a sample of your brew? It might, if your miserly abbot bothered to pay his bill. What's more, he never sends back the cask, so I'm of no temper to be generous. Go ask him for free ale. This empty cask belongs to you. Well, well, much appreciated, brother. You're the only monk who's bothered to do me this service. Here's a new cask. Did the abbot send payment? Nay, he... Never mind. You were kind enough to bring the cask. But remind him that the bill is overdue. I shall, gladly. If you're in a hurry to get back, signal me from the cellar door, and I'll let you in so you can go back the short way. What sort of signal? Like you're trying to open it. That'll be enough. Alright. Next part of the game is where we have to play a game. You look at a man who's been to foreign lands. I've been to the Holy Land, all of Jerusalem I did. Killed heathens and watched many a Christian die and the ground run red with blood. Served the King Richard until he made peace with Saladin and sent us packing home. But them days is done. If you have a mind for a game of 9 minutes more, I'm willing to lighten your purse. I'll consider it. Alright, we're going to save the game here. This will probably require quite a few tries. Still considering, monk? Nay, I've decided I'll accept your challenge. Care for a wager? I'll wager something worth your while. This here chunk of amethyst got magic in it, it does. So if you're mind to win it, bring out your money. Do that one. Here's my bet then. Glad to be a monk but knows how to open his purse. I'll be generous and let you go first, monk. So, I need to know what the fuck are the rules for this game? So give me a moment while I open up the rule book. Open up here. And go open up this, open up that. I need to know how 9 Men's Morris works. 14, page 14. 9 Men's Morris game. Morris could easily be one of the oldest still played board games in the world. It's been found scratched into the roof of a 1400 BC Egyptian temple in the ruins of Troy, in a Bronze Age tomb in Ireland, and the burial ship of a Viking king. Morris seems to have come from the French name for the game, Morels. This is a two-person game. Each player has 9 pieces. Anything will do. 9 dimes and 9 pennies, 9 poker chips of 2 colors, etc. There are 24 points, air quote, on the board where a piece may be placed. These are the corners of squares and the piece places where connecting lines intersect. The object of the game is create mills, air quotes, and remove your opponent's pieces from the board until he only has 2 pieces left or is unable to make any moves. A mill is 3 of the same player's pieces laid in a row, no vacant points between them. Each time a player moves one of her or his pieces so that they create a new mill, they can remove one of their opponent's pieces. Here are examples of valid mills. Pieces line up diagonally or without being connected do not count. This is not a valid mill. Okay. How to begin. Determine however you like. Which player gets the first move, that player place one of his pieces on any vacant point. Remember, there are 24 points. Then the other player places 1 piece. You take turns placing pieces until all 9 pieces have been placed on the board. While the players put down the 9 pieces, each one should be trying to do 2 things: create a mill or prevent other player from creating a mill. Once all remaining pieces, not counting any loss because the opponent created a mill, have been placed on the board, the second part of the game is for the players to continue taking turns moving one of their pieces to an adjacent vacant point on the board. The player may not jump over his or her own or another player's piece and moves must be made along the lines only. These cannot jump across spaces. A player who has made a mill may not take a piece from one of his opponent's mills unless there are no other pieces to take. A new mill may be formed by a player moving one of their pieces from an existing mill, so it's no longer a mill, and one turn moving back to the same place to create the mill on the next turn, right? Our player doesn't block the space in the meantime. Okay, so we're going to go here and here. And there. And let's see here. Let's consider carefully. Let's see here. Go here. Put that one there. All right, we're starting over. All right, now we're gonna save again. I will save scum as many times as I fucking need in order to win this fucking game. No, that won't work. Hmm. All right. All right, we're doing this way. I am done fucking around. Fuck off. I don't care about your fucking folders. All right, so it's telling me to do it in a very specific way. 2, 3, and 15. In here. All right, that'll be 1, 2, and 24. Distance 5. 15. 21. 11. 7. And 20. With the 22 to 10. 20 to 17. 13 to 18. 7 to 12. 'That was my alarm. I don't fucking care about that right now. 12. I'll take 13. 12 to 16. 9. 16 to 12 and take 13. Alright, so we're just going back and forth and just taking pieces. Mm, mm. You want muck? Here's your amethyst. What is the magic you claim it has? No claim, but to solemn truth, I swear by the cross. Put this into your mug or goblet and you can't get drunk, no matter how much ale or wine you drink. Sure you could have found a use for this yourself. Me? What do I be wine with a spell that keeps me sober? Don't be a fool. Be warned, you can only use it once. And what then? It dissolves, is what? A heathen sorcerer put his spell on it, and that's all I know. Seen such men before, whose love of a game has driven all else from their lives. It means where it was placed. This table. That can't. Means the old caddy is. Alright. My alarm going off tells me that that will be the end of that will be the end of today's episode. I hope to see you next time when we try to save the widow's boys from the hangman's noose of the Sheriff of Nottingham. Until then, ta-ta!